So have you ever wondered how you would go about installing raised letters off a slat wall, similar to this example here, so that all the letters line up and everything is perfectly flush and, well, not exactly flush, but raised at the same level as everything else? So today I'm going to guide you through the process of how to go about installing a sign like this on a wall like this. It's fairly straightforward. As long as you have the right tools and the right template, it's actually a pretty easy process. So follow along and I'll show you exactly how to get a sign like this up on your slat wall. So the first step, just like you normally would, measure out the wall and indicate a center mark with a piece of tape. Then also the height of where the template will go. So first thing, you're going to need a drill and a 3/16 inch drill bit. You're going to drill out a few holes using the cardboard installation template first. And these few holes will act as anchors to later secure the acrylic template to the wall, just because that template's a little heavy. So by putting in the threaded rods into a few holes, you can actually use those mounts as an anchor point to hold the heavier acrylic template in place. So obviously for these first ones, you're going to want to drill out the holes in places where clearly the threaded rods hit slats right in the middle. Then once you switch to the clear template, you can tackle some of the more complicated holes. So some spots that land right on the edge of the slat or in the middle, places that would be hard to navigate if you weren't able to see through the template itself. So that's where the clear template sort of excels. It allows you to see exactly where you're drilling, and it gives you more control so that you can make adjustments and fine tune exactly where the drill goes and not be off target with your drilling. Once you get that out of the way, you can blow out any dust with some pressurized air or a little handheld blower, and you can switch gears, get a little Dremel, clean up the holes if you like, just so that there aren't any sort of burrs on the edges and just overall cleaner look. In addition to that, you can also use a drill bit slightly larger than the hole itself and just use that to clean out the edges, just so that there's nothing sticking out and everything is nice and clean and tidy and ready for the next step. So now we're ready to actually put the letters up into those holes we just drilled. The wall is clean, everything is blown out, there's no residue or debris on the wall. We take the letters, we use a little bit of the provided adhesive. It's basically an industrial strength gel super glue. So what you can do is you can take each letter and make sure that the threaded rods on the back of each letter line up with the holes you made in the previous step, so that you can confirm that it's the correct letter for that spot. You take a bit of the adhesive, apply a little bit into each hole, and as well as a little bit onto the threaded rods themselves. Be sure not to put the glue on the very tip of the threaded rod, just so you don't smear any onto the clean surface, just a little bit off of the end of the tip. And then once you have the glue in the hole and on the threaded rod, you can begin to insert those letters into those holes. And at that point, you'll also need some spacers. In this case, for the spacers, we use some offcuts of acrylic, but you can just as easily use a piece of the template, the cardboard template. You can just cut strips of it, tape them back to back so that you have something that's, let's say, a 1/2 inch depth, or you can do 3/4 inch depth, or maybe a 1/4 inch depth, depending on how far you'd like the letters to be spaced off the wall. 2 strips, and then you can insert those spacers at the top and bottom of each letter, just to make sure that once you push the letter in against the spacer, the distance between the back of the letter and the wall will be the same. And that's basically the role of those spacers, just ensuring that letter can't go any further. Once you carefully slide those spacers out, that distance will then be set once the glue sets. You just repeat that same process for all the letters. A little bit of adhesive into the hole, a little bit on the threaded rod, 2 spacers at the same distance. So if you'd like it to be set further away from the wall, you can just use a thicker spacer. So you could use like a 3/4 inch spacer. If you would like it to be closer to the wall, you could use a 1/4 inch spacer. In some cases, if you want it to be flush with the wall, you can just press it against the wall and that's it. In most cases, it provides a slightly more effective look. If it's raised a little bit off the wall, you get the full benefit of this method. We also paint the actual threaded rods themselves, either like a bronze or copper color, so that those threaded rods will match the color of the wall. In most cases, like a wooden finish, so it's either like a lighter wood or a darker wood. If it's like a copper or bronze, usually tends to blend in fairly well and ties in with everything, and it kind of disappears against that wall. And that's basically it. Once you have everything in, you can do a final check to make sure there aren't any fingerprints, wipe everything down to make it all nice and clean. Bear in mind that these slots themselves are in most cases just tacked in with some finishing nails at the top and bottom, sometimes a little bit in the middle. In some cases they're glued onto a felt material, so you might have to be careful when you're drilling to actually hold those slats down just to make sure they don't shift around on you. And if some of the mounting points land on spots where there's felt, you can also use a sharpened screwdriver or pick that you can push into that hole to expand it, as opposed to drilling into it where the drill might get tangled up in the felt. So just a few different things you can play around with, but that's pretty much it. That's the process. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a shout or send us an email or give us a call. We wish you all the best with your installation. We're excited to see how your sign looks. Please be sure to comment how everything went. If you have any suggestions or if you have any ideas on how to improve this method, they're all greatly appreciated. Hopefully this video was helpful, and we look forward to helping you with the next one.